an official 20,000 subscriber mark. Yeah. I actually have my class in front of me. So I don't have 20,000 kids in this class, but a couple of you guys watching, thank you so much for subscribing and sharing HowToEGD content. I do hope that this video will be of even greater help than previous ones. We're on the How to Hack Your Pad series for grade 12s, doing the 2-point perspective, which is probably the most challenging drawing in the pad so far. It's the last one also. So let's have a look at your actual pad document. If we look at page 15, and I'll zoom in a little bit for you, this is what we are drawing. A 2-point perspective that shows a detailed human eye view of the main entrance and rotating doors to the building. And I've considered this carefully. It's really the main entrance with the rotating door that they want to see in a human eye view perspective. Okay, the horizon line must be 1.5 meter above the ground level, so it's at an eye view height of most people, 1.5 meters above ground level. So it will look like you walking through those front doors. Evidence, all views, drawings used to be produced. This perspective drawing must be shown. The construction method used must be shown. And in the end, a copy of this perspective drawing, which you can, of course, add some artistic features on, must be on the cover page of your actual pad portfolio. Then on our checklist, if you look at 5.3, 2-point perspective drawing showing the entrance to the conference center. There's 10 marks up for grabs here. 2 of that will be with regards to the evidence of the views used. The third point there will be for your height of your horizon line. And the last one will look at the correctness of the actual perspective drawing. When we then go to the page I've prepared, I'll just talk you through this for a moment. Okay, let me just do a readjustment here. Kan nie nou kom. Oh, hy kan ja. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So what I've done is, and you have your own floor plan that you guys have drawn yourself, right? I've taken an extract out of the floor plan that I showed in earlier, just a sample for you. And I've just zoomed in on what they require. The rotating doors with the 2 swinging doors, literally the front entrance. Sorry, this is the drive-through area. What you will see as you look at this entrance, as you approach, drop off, you just got out of the car and you're walking into the building. So it's not that you have to draw the entire building. That's my understanding, okay? So we've done actually drawings like this in JPEGD workbook where you only see a part of a kitchen, for instance. I think page 51 in that has some example of that. So I've cut off the wall on this side to have my start. I have my door frames. This is the outside, the drive-through area. That's the inside of my building. And there it shows that this wall actually continues. All right. What I've done is I've let these doors on this example open up to the inside because I don't want to make it complicated for myself too much. So that's maybe some advice for you. Make sure your doors open on the inside because you're going to have to draw what you see here. There's the door frames, the swing of the door. That's actually walls that needs hatching if we look at it. Then our swinging door or rotating door, we've got the 4 cubicles almost. So you'll enter here, you push on this, that will rotate and you'll enter inside. This is 2 curved screens on either side. And that line is just the actual swing of the door. You're going to need this when we get to our perspective drawing. All right. Then I really only need one view here because all I'm drawing is from the ground level to the ceiling that's over my head. I don't have to draw the roof in here. I'm just looking at the front. And if you look at that, there's the one door with its frame, the other swing door, and then the rotating doors. There they are with the 2 shields on either side, which are these 2 here. Okay. And so we're going to have to draw this then into a 2-point perspective. Now, I've done mine at 45 degrees. I'm probably hoping that all of you have done some tests with this before you actually do the drawing because it isn't as simple as it might seem. So please do a test before the time. So at 45 degrees from the standing point, I've played the standing point on the ground line to the picture plane, bring that down to the HL, And the HL here, left vanishing point, is at 1.5 meters. Remember, a door tradition is about 2 meters, so that's 3/4 of the way for the HL. Then I still have to do my right vanishing point, so bring that up to the picture plane and down. Make that clearly indicated, right vanishing point. Okay. Then I remind you, let me see if I have a different colored pen here. In a 2-point perspective drawing, any line that goes in this direction is aimed at the right vanishing point. Okay? Any line going in this direction, if it would continue, aims to the left vanishing point. Okay? Just for orientation's sake. So when I start myself off, I'm going to start from the top view, project this line, it's in line with the SP. Alright? This line is touching the picture plane. So on this standing point, it's going to be the same height that I get from my elevation. Okay? So this height here, this corner. So I just want to line up this page. There we go. Alright, that's a solid line. So you can see here, it's really simplified. From this point, which is this point here, it continues to the right hand side. I can bring that one also down, directly down, because we know it's touching the picture plane, so it will be on the ground line. It's going to be the same height. You can draw that in. Okay? That's actually almost a section that I'm seeing here of my wall. Alright? Then it goes in the direction of the left vanishing point. So to the left. Maybe just something that I just realized. If you place this at 30 degrees, you might have a bit better angle on this wall. So keep that in mind for yourself. That's the top. Alright. I think 30 degrees would have been a better option here for you. Just try it yourself. You're going to have a much smoother vanishing point. Alright, it's too late for me now. Now we're going to start, if this door wall continues, where's the first door? There it is, there's a frame also there. So the height is going to be quite easy with this lineup. So the first door frame is this line. I'll just do the second one as well. Okay. Oops. Sorry, I think there was a flip. Alright, hope we're back. Okay. Alright. The heights, let's bring that over to the SP. You see how easy this is if you have a very simple layout like I'm doing. So the bottom of that is this one. The top of the door frame is this one. Okay, how far does it go before we see the inside? There it is. And that down to the SP. Okay, for our rotating door that we're going to do next, we are going to have to divide that into 12 equal parts. Okay, so this I can actually draw in nice and dark, just as it is in the front view. We've got the door frame on the inside. We'll draw the inside of this building now. I'm just doing the outside there. You can see it taking shape. Okay, next up is the actual rotating door. Okay, so for that, there's a curve, and for a curve we need 12 equal parts. So using your 45-degree triangle, or well, yours, if you change the angle, you might use a different one. So we're just going to place that, and now I'm going to slide my 30 degrees and do 12 divisions. Okay, so what I'll just do is I'll just mark them nice and clearly for you. There's one, there's one, there's one. Yeah, you're just going to need the outside. Okay? Right. Okay, let's come back, zoom a bit out for you. Now to get that down to our perspective drawing. Okay, so yeah, what I want to do is I'm just going to, for myself, copy the depth of each one of these to the center line. So there's the first one. If I line these two up, there's the second depth marker. There's another depth marker. And the last one is right on there. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3 depth markers. Yeah, I used 1 to 50 for this. Well, technically they said you can copy your, you can enlarge your actual elevation drawings and your floor plan. But I think because it's so simple, I would just redraw it, to be honest with you. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take the height line down, bring that down. Now I bring this height line across. Okay, where it meets, I'm going to go back to the left vanishing point. Now I come down with this one to the SP. And down. There's this point here is in fact that point. Alright, let's do the next one. Bring that height line down. Maybe should I use a different color for you just to follow me? There it goes. We're just doing the top of it at the moment. Alright, down to where our height is. Okay. From that point back to the left vanishing point. And then I take this one now down to the picture plane, make the second dot. So I'm doing the same with the next one. Do it again in red, to the picture plane, down to this height, back to the left vanishing point. Then aim it down. Okay, so there's that curve being shaped. The last one is this corner there. Just right on that corner anyway. Okay, if I look from my standing point, I will still see the furthest one there, so I can bring that one down. And down, that was on the same line as this one. Okay, here you have to be very careful. In for you. All right. Okay, that was the top of this rotating door. Okay, let's do the bottom before I complete that. So we do the same with the bottom. So for the bottom now, our line is already drawn. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. sorry, sure. Okay, so these drawings, we made these marks now, projected it to the picture plane and down for the top height. We're now just going to bring them further down to the bottom. So we'll do one at a time. We'll start on the front here. There it is, come down. We'll just extend that one now to our ground, and from here back to the vanishing point. Do you understand that, people? Okay, where is it? It's going to be in line with the first one. Get a dot. Okay, to the second one. There it is. Bring it down. It was this one here. Bring it down further to the ground line. From here back to the left vanishing point. Okay, and it's the second one. So here we are shaping again another curve. There's the next one. Bring that down. And the last one will be in the corner. And then the furthest one there, that's the other one. It was in the same line as this one here. And so what you see is actually just like your U and IU would be. Are you seeing it? Okay. Right, that screen. Now you can put in the screen. There's a screen all the way up to this point. So I can bring that down. Aim that to the SP. So this part is the actual screen in here. Okay, that part's the screen. Alright, and then I look at the, so if I look, I don't see this end, but I see that there. That line is in fact this line here. But this goes to the, remember, it needs to go to the center here, right? So there's going to be a straight line somewhere here. So let me get that. Okay, this front line, that's the center. So there's a center line, straight line running here. Ja, ik kan. Okay. Do you understand why I don't take this back to the right vanishing point and to the center? This line isn't this isn't heading back to the right vanishing point. It's not at the same angle as this door. So I've got this outer edge, I've got the center, I have to join them. That's those two lines here. There's the center, just indicated that. And then you can add for yourself, let's say for artistic reasons, you can add for your door the styles. Okay. Right, now that starts looking like a rotating door that I'm looking from the side. Right, our door frame here, let me brighten that up for you. Okay, I'm actually seeing the inside. If I'm looking from this side, I'm actually going to see that line there. I'm going to see. So let me bring that down, and then we get this done correctly. I'm actually seeing through this door. I'm seeing that line if it's open. Okay, can use the okay, it's this one that's in line with it, so there's this end to it, and I can still bring down this point to make sure it's as accurate as possible. So I'll bring that one down just as that second reference. Use my curve again. Okay, there's a depth to the door frame that I need to enter. So aiming this point down to the SP, also important. Okay, I think that looks very realistic. Okay, so I see here the door is open. So on the inside I can see the rotating door, that's the screen. There's the actual door. You put the handle on there if you want to. The rest of this is all hidden behind. The next thing I'll see, if I look from the SP, the next thing that I will see is just this corner here. So I don't see any of this door because my line of sight is blocked by this corner. So I don't see any of that. I'll just see this last part. So I can bring that down quickly. Is dit vir julle 'n bietjie meer eenvoudig as wat ons gister gekyk het na?
Maar meer is dit tegnies nog steeds 'n 2-point perspective.
Still a 2-point perspective.
You can still put it in the front. Yes.
Hey?
Ja.
Front way.
Yeah, you have to, yeah. I think to me this makes much more sense, and you can really do it, to a high, sorry, that one was wrong, to a high standard. I want to say, make sure this is done at 30 degrees. Because mine is very much at an angle. If your vanishing point is further to the left here because of 30 degrees, you're going to have a much better and easier drawing, I think. Okay. Just zoom out here. Okay, there's an overview of just that front entrance. This is the two doors. There's the other door on the back. Difficult to see, but that's the rotating door. So I can now go in. I think one thing that I missed here is maybe there's actually a double line here on top if I look at my front view. So just make sure you get those little things right. Get this drawn at 30 degrees. It's going to make this view much easier. But at least it shows you a simple way to do your front entrance. And when you put this on your front cover, you can add a pot plant. You can add, something that gives it a bit more character. But in essence, I think this should be more than sufficient for you to do a successful 2-point perspective. Right, any questions in class? Make sure you label picture plane, ground line, right vanishing point, left vanishing point, standing point, and that you show the main entrance here. What they really want is to see those two curves on either side. Okay, all right, now it's your turn. Cheers.